For years, Linux was treated like the outsider of the computer world. Most people knew it existed, but very few regular users seriously considered switching to it. Windows controlled the desktop market, macOS dominated the premium experience, and Linux remained hidden in the background, powering servers, cloud infrastructure, supercomputers, and Android devices. It was respected by developers and system administrators, but average users often saw it as something complicated, technical, and difficult to use. If someone mentioned Linux in the past, people immediately imagined hackers typing endless commands into a black terminal window. But something strange has started happening recently, and the speed of this shift is surprising even long-time Linux enthusiasts. More people than ever are installing Linux on their laptops and desktops, and many of them are not programmers at all. They are students, gamers, office workers, creators, and ordinary users who are becoming frustrated with the direction modern computing is taking. The big question is why? Why are so many people suddenly switching to Linux after ignoring it for decades? The answer is much bigger than most people think. At first, many people assume Linux is growing simply because it improved technically, and that is definitely true. Modern Linux distributions are dramatically easier to use than they were in the past. Installing Linux today can feel almost as simple as installing Windows. Most hardware is detected automatically. Software can be installed with a few clicks, and desktop environments now look polished, modern, and professional. Distributions like Linux Mint, Ubuntu, Fedora, Zorin OS, Pop!_OS, and KDE Neon are designed specifically to make the experience approachable for beginners. But technical improvements alone do not explain why the conversation around Linux exploded recently. Linux has been improving steadily for years. The real reason people are switching now is because users have started feeling uncomfortable with the modern direction of mainstream operating systems. For many users, Windows no longer feels like a personal computer operating system. It feels like a platform controlled by a corporation that constantly pushes services, subscriptions, advertisements, and online integration. Over time, people noticed that updates became more aggressive, settings became harder to control, and the operating system started making decisions for users instead of allowing users to make decisions themselves. Features nobody requested suddenly appeared after updates. Ads started showing up inside the operating system. Cloud accounts became heavily encouraged during setup. AI tools and online services were deeply integrated whether users wanted them or not. Even simple things like changing default apps or customizing the interface sometimes became frustrating. Slowly, many users began feeling like they no longer truly owned their computers. Linux arrived as the complete opposite experience. Most Linux distributions are open source, community-driven, and focused on giving users control instead of restricting it. There are no forced advertisements built into the desktop. There are no mandatory online accounts required for installation. There are no giant ecosystems trying to lock users into subscriptions or cloud services. Linux simply gives users a computer and lets them decide how they want to use it. That feeling of freedom is one of the biggest reasons people are moving toward Linux right now. Another major reason behind this shift is hardware. Modern versions of Windows have become increasingly heavy and demanding, especially with newer background services, AI integrations, telemetry systems, and visual layers. Millions of users discovered that perfectly functional computers suddenly could not officially support Windows 11 because of hardware requirements like TPM modules and specific processor support. To many people, this felt ridiculous. Their laptops still worked perfectly fine for browsing, office work, video playback, and gaming, but Microsoft effectively told them the hardware was outdated. Linux provided an alternative solution that completely changed how many people viewed old computers. Someone installs Linux Mint, Fedora, or Ubuntu on a 5 or 6-year-old laptop, and suddenly the machine feels fast again. Applications launch quicker, the desktop becomes more responsive, RAM usage drops, and boot times improve dramatically. Instead of throwing away older hardware and spending large amounts of money on upgrades, users realized Linux could extend the life of their devices for years. In a time where technology prices keep rising, this became a huge advantage. Gaming also played a massive role in Linux becoming mainstream. For years, gaming was considered the biggest weakness of Linux. Even people who loved Linux often stayed on Windows because games either did not work properly or required complicated setup processes. But that situation changed rapidly after Valve invested heavily into Linux gaming technology. Proton, the compatibility layer developed for Steam, transformed the entire gaming landscape. Thousands of Windows games suddenly became playable on Linux with little or no effort from users. The Steam Deck pushed this change even further. Millions of gamers unknowingly started using Linux every time they played on Valve's handheld gaming device. Many users realized something shocking after trying it. Linux gaming actually worked, and in some cases it worked extremely well. Popular titles launched smoothly, performance was competitive, and the overall experience became far more stable than people expected. Suddenly, the old excuse that Linux cannot game no longer made sense. Today, Linux gaming is growing at an incredible speed. NVIDIA and AMD drivers improve significantly, anti-cheat support continues expanding, and more developers are paying attention to Linux compatibility than ever before. Gaming-focused Linux distributions now exist specifically to simplify the experience for beginners. YouTube channels regularly showcase Linux gaming benchmarks and tutorials, and more users are discovering they can finally leave Windows behind without giving up their favorite games. Privacy concerns are another huge factor pushing people toward Linux. Modern users are becoming increasingly aware of how much data technology companies collect every day. Operating systems now connect constantly to online services, collect telemetry information, track usage patterns, and integrate cloud systems deeply into everyday computing. Many people simply feel exhausted by the amount of tracking built into modern technology. Linux feels completely different in comparison. Most Linux distributions collect little or no telemetry by default, and users can inspect what software is running on their systems because the code is open source. There are no hidden advertising systems watching behavior to build marketing profiles. The operating system feels quieter and less invasive. Even users who are not deeply technical can feel the difference almost immediately after switching. Another reason people are switching is because Linux systems often feel faster and cleaner than modern commercial operating systems. Many users are tired of software bloat. Applications consume enormous amounts of RAM, startup processes pile up endlessly, and operating systems become heavier every year despite hardware becoming more powerful. Linux distributions, especially lightweight ones, focus heavily on efficiency. When users install Linux on older hardware, the improvement can feel dramatic. Computers that struggled under Windows suddenly become responsive again. Fans run quieter, multitasking becomes smoother, and the entire experience feels more efficient. Many users realize that modern computing overhead often comes not from the tasks they are performing but from the operating systems themselves. Developers and technical professionals have also helped accelerate Linux adoption. Linux already dominates servers, cloud infrastructure, DevOps, cybersecurity, and software development. Many programmers use Linux professionally every day because tools like Docker, Kubernetes, Git, Python environments, and development frameworks often work more naturally within Linux ecosystems. As remote work expanded globally, more professionals started using Linux-based workflows at home, which slowly influenced broader desktop adoption. The rise of Linux content online made a huge difference too. Years ago, Linux tutorials and discussions mostly stayed hidden inside technical forums. Today, major YouTube creators openly discuss Linux alternatives to Windows, showcase desktop setups, review Linux distributions, and demonstrate gaming performance. Millions of viewers who previously knew almost nothing about Linux suddenly started seeing ordinary people using Linux successfully every day. This exposure helped destroy one of Linux's biggest problems, which was intimidation. People used to assume Linux was only for experts. But when viewers see creators gaming, editing videos, coding, browsing, streaming, and working normally on Linux systems, the operating system stops feeling mysterious. It starts feeling practical. Community support improved dramatically as well. In the past, solving Linux problems often required searching through confusing technical forums filled with complicated terminology. Today there are beginner-friendly guides everywhere. Reddit communities, Discord servers, YouTube tutorials, official documentation, and online forums make troubleshooting far easier than before. Problems that once took hours to solve can often be fixed in minutes. The growing frustration with subscriptions also pushed users toward Linux. Modern software increasingly revolves around monthly payments. Productivity tools, editing software, cloud storage, AI services, and even some basic utilities now require subscriptions. Many users feel trapped inside endless recurring payments just to continue using their computers normally. Linux fits naturally with the growing interest in open-source alternatives. Programs like LibreOffice, Blender, GIMP, Kdenlive, Krita, OBS Studio, and many others provide free software options capable of handling real professional work. While not every open-source tool fully replaces commercial alternatives for every user, many people discover they actually need far fewer paid applications than they originally believed. Artificial intelligence is another unexpected reason some users are becoming interested in Linux. Major technology. Companies are aggressively integrating AI assistants directly into operating systems and cloud ecosystems. Some users enjoy these features, but others feel uncomfortable with AI becoming deeply embedded into core computing experiences. Linux offers flexibility. Users can choose whether they want AI tools instead of having them permanently integrated into the operating system. Customization also remains one of Linux's biggest advantages. Linux users can completely reshape the appearance and behavior of their desktops. They can use lightweight minimal interfaces or highly modern animated environments. They can automate workflows, modify themes, customize shortcuts, and build systems that feel personal instead of standardized. This level of control attracts users who are tired of increasingly locked-down operating systems. Interestingly, many people switching to Linux are not hardcore technical experts at all. They are ordinary users frustrated by constant operating system changes, forced updates, and decreasing control over their devices. Some users switch because they want privacy. Others switch because they want better performance. Some simply want to revive older laptops. But almost all of them eventually discover the same thing. Linux gives them a sense of ownership over their computers again. That emotional element is incredibly important. Many longtime computer users remember when PCs felt personal. You could install what you wanted, customize the interface deeply, and control how the system behaved. Over time, mainstream operating systems became more connected to online ecosystems, subscriptions, and centralized control. Linux restores some of that older feeling of independence. Education is helping Linux grow too. Students learning programming, cybersecurity, AI development, networking, and engineering increasingly use Linux systems in schools and universities. Since Linux is free, educational institutions can deploy it widely without expensive licensing costs. Young users exposed to Linux early often continue using it later professionally and personally. Cloud computing also strengthened Linux's importance. Since so much of the internet already runs on Linux servers, many technical professionals prefer using Linux locally to match the environments they work with professionally. This familiarity spreads outward into broader communities as more people become comfortable with Linux systems. One surprising factor behind Linux growth is simple exhaustion. Many users are tired of the modern computing experience. They are tired of updates interrupting work. Tired of systems becoming slower over time. Tired of advertisements appearing inside operating systems. Tired of constant prompts pushing cloud services and subscriptions. Linux represents an escape from that environment. Of course, Linux is not perfect. Some professional applications still lack native Linux support. Certain hardware devices occasionally create compatibility issues. Some multiplayer games still struggle because of anti-cheat systems. Learning Linux also requires patience because workflows can differ from Windows in important ways. But what changed recently is that the compromises no longer feel impossible. Years ago, switching to Linux often meant sacrificing too much convenience. Today, many users feel staying on Windows requires bigger compromises instead. That reversal explains why Linux conversations exploded online. The question is no longer whether Linux can technically replace Windows for some users. The real question is whether Windows is giving users enough reasons to stay. Linux desktop environments have matured dramatically as well. Kade Plasma offers one of the most customizable desktop experiences available while remaining lightweight and polished. GNOME provides a clean modern workflow. Cinnamon gives former Windows users a familiar layout. XFCE keeps old hardware alive efficiently. Linux desktops no longer feel outdated or unfinished the way many outsiders still imagine. Another reason Linux continues growing is because users are simply curious. Someone installs Linux temporarily expecting frustration and confusion. Instead, they discover a system that boots quickly, feels responsive, and stays out of the way. They realize many of their assumptions about Linux were outdated by years. The internet helped accelerate this transformation because Linux users love sharing their setups online. Customized desktops, terminal workflows, gaming configurations, productivity systems, and creative themes spread constantly across social media. Linux developed a strong visual culture that attracts younger users interested in personalization and creativity. Security remains another important advantage. Linux benefits from strong permission systems, transparent package management, and rapid security updates. While no operating system is perfectly secure, Linux maintains a reputation for stability and reliability. For users concerned about malware or privacy, this reputation matters a lot. Economic realities also continue pushing Linux adoption forward. Technology costs keep increasing globally, and not everyone can afford expensive upgrades every few years. Linux offers a free operating system capable of running on both old and new hardware. In many parts of the world, that accessibility makes a huge difference. Ironically, Microsoft itself helped normalize Linux over time. The company now openly supports Linux in many ways, contributes to open-source projects, and integrates Linux tools into Windows through features like WSL. This reduced the old rivalry between Linux and Windows communities and made Linux seem less experimental to average users. Perhaps the most important reason people are switching to Linux is because modern computing habits changed completely. Many users now spend most of their time inside web browsers. Work, communication, entertainment, and productivity increasingly happen through web applications instead of platform-specific desktop software. This weakened the lock-in that once kept users tied permanently to Windows. For many people, Linux now handles everything they actually need from a computer. Browsing, gaming, streaming, office work, programming, content creation, and media playback all work well enough that switching becomes realistic instead of theoretical. The environmental side matters too. Extending the lifespan of old computers reduces electronic waste significantly. Linux allows users to continue using devices that would otherwise be discarded, simply because modern commercial operating systems became too heavy or restrictive. Many users also enjoy that Linux encourages learning. Unlike heavily abstracted systems, Linux allows curious users to understand how their computers actually work. People learn about file systems, networking, permissions, scripting, and system customization naturally over time. Computing becomes more interactive and educational. The shift toward Linux is still gradual, but the cultural momentum is undeniable. A decade ago, mainstream discussions about replacing Windows with Linux were rare. Today, they happen constantly across YouTube, Reddit, tech forums, and gaming communities. That alone represents a massive change in public perception. Major hardware vendors are paying attention too. More laptops now ship with official Linux support, and compatibility continues improving because manufacturers realize demand exists. Every improvement lowers the barrier for new users even further. In many ways, the rise of Linux reflects a larger conflict about the future of personal computing itself. One vision sees computers becoming tightly connected ecosystems controlled by cloud services, subscriptions, AI systems, and centralized platforms. The other vision values ownership, transparency, customization, and independence. Linux represents that second vision more strongly than any mainstream operating system available today. That is the real reason people are switching to Linux. It is not just about gaming, privacy, performance, or cost individually, although all those things matter. The deeper reason is that users want control back. They want computers that work for them instead of constantly pushing services and restrictions onto them. Linux arrived at exactly the right moment in history to offer that alternative. And now that people are finally realizing how polished, fast, and usable modern Linux has become, the movement keeps growing, one frustrated Windows user at a time, one revived laptop at a time, one gamer discovering Proton at a time, one student learning programming at a time, one creator exploring open-source software at a time. Linux is no longer just the operating system of developers and enthusiasts. For millions of users, it is becoming the operating system that finally makes computers feel personal again.